Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a place where I encourage new naturalistas to embrace and love their natural hair. Anyway guys, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you. Today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. We're going to be chit-chatting, but at the same time I'm going to be showing you my mid-week routine. So many of you have pointed out that I have not shown you what I do during the week, and that is something that I should have done a long time ago. So today we're going to do that. Stay tuned. If you're new to this channel, guys, I need you to click subscribe right this minute, right now. I don't know why you've not clicked subscribed. And thank you so much for joining. My hair is in twists. These are the regular twists that I like to do once in a while to keep my hair up in there and aware from the air. Please don't unfollow me, please don't unsubscribe. I normally do this when I just want to keep my hair neatly tucked away without me touching it every single time. Remember that if you want your hair to grow, you just need to put it in a protective style and just stop touching it. Just stop touching it. I did this twist a few days ago and I haven't really re-moisturized it. So whenever I do my twist, let's say we do it on a Friday, 2 days later, on a Sunday or Monday or something, I am going to refresh it a little bit. So we're just going to do that together. And we're going to chit chat today, like I said. I've mentioned this a number of times on my page. 2019 was not my year. Let me tell you something. It really wasn't my year. It was one of the toughest times of my life. I won't say that the job that I had was like, it was like I was happy, I was content. No, I wasn't. But at the same time, as it would normally happen for anyone who loses their source of income, their main source of income, it shakes you up a little bit. And I am living in Dubai. I'm in a foreign country, away from my family. Most of my family that lived here moved away. So it was a whole new experience for me. Being here, being by myself. Of course, my boyfriend is there, but I just mean in terms of close family, being by myself and not really knowing what's going to happen next. But at the end of the day, there's always something to learn from everything. So these are just some of those lessons that I picked up along the way, and I hope they help you too. So I use this one. I don't think you can see it properly. I hope you can. It's the Cantu coconut oil shine and hold mist. I like to use it mid-week. What is that? What just fell? I like to use it a little bit during the week. So I just spritz my hair with water. You guys, by now you should already know, when you see this, you know it's water. So I just spritz my hair with water. Water. I like it when it's a little damp before I use it, but when I already have my water in there and then I add this on top, it's so much better. So I just spritz that in. I also got a question about using oil on my scalp. I don't scalp
my oil.
I don't oil my scalp. The reason why is it gets very itchy for me. I don't like that. I also realized that when I stopped oiling my scalp, my hair grew so much. And I think it's because when I was oiling it, I was just blocking the roots and blocking my scalp from being able to breathe. You sometimes just need to breathe. You just need your scalp to go commando. And then I'm going to use my grapeseed oil. I was telling you this thing smelled like, I don't know, viazi karai, viazi zakumi. So just a little bit. We've misted our hair and we have added some of that oil. I'm just going to let it be for a bit as it dries for just a few minutes. Lesson number 1, feel your feelings. Remember, after it happened, Like I said, I was confused. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where my next source of income was coming in from. I was going for interviews, nothing was happening, and it just started to get to me. I was at the saddest point of my life. I was really, really, really sad. There were days I couldn't sleep. There were days I was sleeping too much, and I'm talking 24 hours in the bed, honey. The only time I would wake up was to go to the bathroom. I would make sure that I get out of bed at a certain time so that I can change my underwear, because sis, a girl was sad, but a girl was clean. That was a thing that I had to learn during that time, is if I am sad, I'm sad, and I'm going to feel my sadness. If I want to cry, I'm going to cry. If I'm happy, then I'm happy. So sometimes you just have to feel your feelings, whatever those feelings are. Lesson number 2, focus on things that give you renewed energy and give you a new sense of purpose. I've just said, feel your feelings. If you want to cry, cry. Kitaka kuanguka ujiangushe uruke hivi, do it. But at the end of the day, when you decide to get up, focus on new things that make you happy. One of the things that I did during the season was start my fitness journey. And guys, I can't even explain to you how renewed I felt just being able to go to the gym and do something outside of looking for a job, going for interviews and all that. It just gave me this one thing I could focus on, and I could do it really well, and no one was judging me. No one was looking at me like, you're not doing fitness well. You know, I was doing it the way I knew how. You know, if it was running, if it was lifting weights, whatever it was, it gave me a new sense of purpose, and of course it gave me energy. So you can always choose, what is that thing I've always wanted to do. It could be no cost. You know, remember, whatever you're trying to do, don't put so much pressure on yourself. Find something that is fun, find something light. There's so many free resources in this platform. And one of the other things I need to remind you about YouTube is that is where I am, and if you've not subscribed to this channel, you need to subscribe. Always get a question in regards to trimming hair. I normally get my hair trimmed once a year by a professional. That's when I have my hair straightened, and then they go in and they do their thing. However, during, in the middle of the year, during those 11 months where my hair has not been trimmed, I will notice a few little things here and there that need a little bit of dusting. Utoi dasta na sabuni na omo. No. Do my dusting when I've done my twists, because my hair is in different sections. I do it after I've washed my hair. So I actually should not be doing it like this. I should have done it 2 days ago after I'd washed my hair, but I decided to wait just so I can show you. So let's take this one. I normally just go in a little bit on the ends and I cut it. You need to cut it, ensuring that those bad ends are cut off. Speaking of cut off, right back to the things I learned after I lost my job. I learned that one of the other things that you really, really need to do, cut yourself off anything that does not uplift you. Anything that makes you feel drained, warrants any negative feelings. I had to separate myself from any doctrine that I felt was more judgmental than it was uplifting. I had to separate myself from people who I felt were leaning too much on religion rather than connecting with people or having that heart for people. And I'm not saying everyone was like that. I know some pretty amazing people, but I just no longer wanted to connect on that religious level. Sometimes the things that you have to separate yourself from could even include your family. Like, they probably aren't really helping you. They're probably discouraging you. They're probably judging you. Anything that just does not uplift you, I encourage you to separate yourself from it and then try and rebuild yourself from a place of encouragement, of love, of caring. Build a new community was something that I had to learn from myself. Remember, guys, that I am not telling you that religion is bad. Religion is not bad. It's just that at that time, it was not uplifting me and it was not encouraging me. And I just had to take a few steps back in order for me to regain my sanity. If you're unable to separate yourself, create healthy boundaries. I've shown you how I re-moisturize my hair during the week. And then in the evening, when I want to go to sleep, tie my hair into a bun. It gives it a little bit of stretch. My hair shrinks up a lot. I'm just tying it up, and then I'm going to leave this too for the purpose of styling. You know, I'm really not going to sleep right now. I'm just showing you that I put it up. I hope that makes sense. I hope you don't feel cheated. So I put it up in a bun like this. And in the evening, if you feel that your hair is super dry, you can spritz it with a little bit of water. You don't want to put too much water, and then you go to bed with your hair wet. The last and final lesson that I learned during the time that I lost my job was that sometimes your friends may not be there for you in the way that you may want them to. And it's okay. It's actually okay. It doesn't mean that they're bad friends. It doesn't mean that they are horrible people. It doesn't mean that you were a bad friend to them and they're like, good for you, sis. They probably don't know how to be there for you. Sometimes we may want people there and they may be there, but it's not in the way that you want them to be. Doesn't mean that they're bad. It doesn't mean that they're horrible friends. It just means that at that time, you need to be aware of what you really want and then be able to articulate them to the people around you. Anyway, guys, I hope that helps. I hope you learned what I do during the week. Spritz that hair with a little bit of that Cantu coconut oil shine and hold mist. I use this maybe twice in a week in the middle of my wash day. I'll use it twice. I'll just spritz my hair with water, then spritz this in on my hair, and I'm going to add my oil on top. I should have closed that. And then I'm going to add my oil on top. This is grapeseed. I'm using grapeseed right now. It's really super light. I feel like it's absorbing into my hair a little bit better than the castor oil. Remember when we were talking about high porosity and low porosity, and how high porosity really likes thick products, things that will stay on the hair. Even if it evaporates, there'll still be some left. But when it comes to low porosity, it's always good to use lighter products that don't cause buildup. So this is a very light oil, and I feel that it really works so much better for me on my low porosity hair. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I hope you learned something. I hope I was able to share something with you. I'm planning to do more of these talking sessions where we can chit chat, we can get to know each other. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. You are blessed and you are so beautiful. And I will see you next week. Bye.